If you've been keeping up with social media recently, you've probably seen that TikTok might not be anymore here in the next couple of weeks in the US. And then of course, Instagram decided to be like, hey, let me punch you in the chest really quickly and we're gonna take some of your main features. So in today's video, we're gonna be going over what is Instagram Reels, how to use it, and then if you're a real estate agent, broker, team, or really a creator and influencer, we're gonna be going over how to use it, how to jump on the trend of Instagram Reels to see the most success for your following, for your business, and get on top of this blue ocean strategy before anybody else. Let's get to it. Hey, what's going on everyone? Aaron here from the Real Estate Marketing Guys. And like I said in the intro, today guys, we're gonna be going over Instagram Reels. What is it, how to use it, some things that you can take from this video and go implement and see success. Because if you don't know, Instagram is extremely notorious for creating new features and then pushing the heck out of it. So make sure you stay tuned for this entire video because there is gonna be some little like tips and tricks that unless you're searching for it, I spent like 2 hours with it last night just to even figure out some of these things so I can make sure to share with you guys. Let's just jump into it because I know that's what you guys are waiting for. So just jumping over here, guys, I have my separate camera set up. Hopefully you guys can see it. So really Instagram, the biggest thing is you're gonna wanna make sure, obviously, you're up to date with the right version, right? So make sure you go to your app store, Android, iPhone, whatever it is, update the app so you're on the newest version. Getting over to Reels to shoot a Instagram Reel is actually pretty simple. You just swipe over to the left. On the left side, we can see a couple of really familiar buttons, right? We have the create, boomerang, layout, super zoom, and hands-free. And at the bottom, we have now 3 different buttons. We have live, we have story, and then we have Reels, of course. So if we transition over to the Reels, we're gonna see a couple different little buttons on the left side. I'm not gonna go like super into detail on each of these buttons and what they do. It's kind of high level, and then you guys can go and obviously play with this. So if we go to the first one, it's gonna be the audio. So if you've ever used the songs or the audio for your Instagram stories, it's kind of the same thing. My understanding here is that the For You is gonna be similar to what you've used before or what you might listen to or what you might have on your phone. And then Browse, of course, is gonna be, what I'm probably gonna see is, you know, different types of music in different genres. And then my prediction is down the road, kind of like how TikTok does, they're gonna have different trending songs and different things that you can, you can post on and then hopefully rank kind of like the For You page over on TikTok. So anyway, with these, I mean, it works exactly like TikTok would. So let's just say I wanna use money. As you can see, it says choose the part you want for your videos. An Instagram Reel video is 15 seconds as of right now. I'm sure they'll roll out 60-second versions later on down the road, but you can go ahead and scroll through and what you'll see is you can pick the different part of the song that you'd be using, right? So if you want to start at the very beginning, you can do that. If you want to start in, whatever it is, it's gonna pick 15 seconds that you can use. And then when you click done, it'll use those 15 seconds. And then you'll be able to, when you click the little record button down below, it'll start to play the song. Now, obviously you can't hear it because I don't want to get copyrighted, but it's gonna record. And then if you want to stop the video, you just pick up your finger. Same thing with Instagram stories. If you wanted to double tap, then, or really any other camera app, you can move it. And then let's say you wanted to record, I don't know, something else. So I want to record the studio. And then I flip back and then I wanted to record myself, right? So we can do that. So then if I was to click play or the little arrow to the right, we're gonna see that I have that first video and it's gonna automatically cut to the second one. And then it's gonna cut to the last one. So let's go through, before we go through some of those other ones that we see on the left side, because they do change a little bit, let's go through these other ones here. So speed is for obvious reasons, it's going to be all the way from 0.3 all the way to 0.5 times, 1 times, 2 times, and 3 times. So really what it's gonna look like is, let's say if I put it into 0.3 times. Hey, what's going on everyone? Aaron here from the Real Estate Marketing Guys. So once we play it back, let's see it once I click play. So it's gonna play extremely slow. So if I wanted to do it change it into the 3 times speed. Hey, what's going on everyone? Aaron here from the Real Estate Marketing Guys. So kind of just like a sped up type version, right? So the cool part here too, and let's just go through some of these other features. So we have the effects, of course, we have the different face effects. So if we wanted to use this one, the cool part here, so if we, let's say we record, we can switch, if we went back to effects, we can pick another effect. So, nope, not that. Well, I guess I started using it anyway. So now we can just go ahead and place like different types of effects. So let's say we want to use this one and we record this really quick, weird face looking thing. But then also remember that you have to switch off the timing if you wanted to change that. So let's just take a little. So obviously not the most appealing video ever. So obviously go through and play with that. And then the last one down here is we have the timer. Now the timer, what this is gonna do is it's going to automatically record up to a specific point. So let's just say in a song that you're listening to or a song that you wanna put on there, let's say you only wanna record like 1 second of it, right? So for example, if we just wanted to play only 1 second of it until it stops, it's gonna play a timer for 3 seconds and then it's gonna play and then stop at whatever time it is. So in this point, we'll just say 2 seconds for this example. So what I would do is I would set up my phone and then I would click set timer. And then when I click play, it's gonna go 3, 2, 1. It's gonna play 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. So when it stops, of course, you can just move it and use a different song or use a different feature or whatever you wanted to make make it creative. Now the last little thing that we have down here as well is going to be, I believe it's called a line. So what this is you can see as I move this around, it has kind of like a ghost effect on my face. And what it's gonna do is it allows me to line myself up if I was to go somewhere else, right? So for example, let's say I moved into a completely different location. What I would do, I'm trying to keep this all in frame, is I would line all this up as much as I could. Boom, okay. So it'd be like this, and then I would start playing here, and then what's gonna happen is when we click play,
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, and then I would
is ideally you would be in the same position and you can make that transition a little bit more seamless. So I'm not perfect at it, so don't judge me on that. But let's jump into some of these other features that you can take advantage of over here on the right side. So we have the stickers feature. So of course, just like on Instagram stories, you have the stickers and you can put in really all the same ones. The only ones that aren't on there that are on stories is the asking the questions one, just all the ones where you can get an input from the other person. So the poll, the music, all those different things. It's just regular stickers on this one. And then you have the draw tool, so you can draw with a different, so that's the arrow. You can just draw with these different tools if you wanted to. So that's cool. We'll undo here. So you might be asking, well, I don't want to put my text on the entire thing, right? Let's just say you're making different slides. The cool part is with the text is you can change it and only have it pop up in specific parts of the video. So for example, what I would do here is I would click, let's just say for the sake, I'll just put intro. So what'll happen, you'll see this little button come down here that says intro, and it'll have the beginning part of whatever the sentence is that you want to put. So for example, I would click intro, and then I would take this slider and move it to where I want it to be and where I want it to end. So for example, if I wanted it cut at that one time I switched the video, so I only want it to be on the first section, I would have that little part down here. Now it turns into like a little ghost thing, so you know where the text is, but it's not gonna show up when you actually publish it. So if I wanted to say, take to outro, I would make that bigger, and then I would just click take two over here, and I would move that into where I would switch that second part. And then I can just, of course, end it wherever I want to. So if you have a 15-second video, you want to put multiple pieces of text, let's say you're like saying specific things and you want to say number 1, number 2, number 3, then you can do that with this, and you can see that it comes up the intro, this part's a little bit outlined, and then when it switches to that. So if you wanted to switch the other one, right, I go back and you just click the little things down here and you would scroll through the different titles that you would want to mess around with. So that was something that I learned by playing around with it a little bit yesterday. After that, those are really all the main features. If I click next here, what you'll see is how you publish it. So here's like the secret sauce of what I would test around with and really play with for you guys is in the caption. Instagram is notorious for, again, pushing these features, and as long as you're using the hashtags and as long as you're using the right keywords. So I would probably test out just like a handful of hashtags, let's say for real estate. I live in Virginia Beach, Virginia, so I would put like VB real estate, and I would put hashtag real estate. I would put hashtag Virginia Beach real estate, right? And just test out those different hashtags so that you can rank based on the different reel. Now, other things you can do is you would click this cover image. So let's say you move around, there's a specific part in the reel that you want to show. Then you could, let's say I wanted to do when my eyes were closed. You can do that, or at the bottom you can click add to camera roll. So let's just say there was a specific like picture, or maybe you made something on your phone or Canva or something you wanted to be the cover of the image or the cover of the reel. You can do that there as well. So what I would do is click done. I would write out the caption. So test 1, 2, 3, hashtag real estate. Yeah, and then you can also, obviously you can add it to your story if you wanted to. and then you can also share it to your feed, which would be your Instagram feed. So then I would click share. I'm not gonna share this one just because it's kind of weird and people are gonna be like, what the heck is Aaron doing? Has he gone off the deep end? So I'm not gonna publish it here. So now let's switch it around and show you what it's gonna look like when you actually put it onto your profile. So I came to my profile when I launched it and I was like, wait, like, I don't want it to be on my feed because let's just say you have like a super aesthetic like feed or a specific like color theme and things like that. I was like, I don't want that on there. I just want it in the feed or the reel section. So you can actually click this, and at the top right, you would click the three dots and you can click remove from profile grid. So once I did that, I was like, okay, this is perfect. Again, because now it's not on my profile, but it's gonna be over in my Reels section. So I thought that was really cool. A couple other notable, like really notable things that I would say is Reels is 100% like if you are on social media and you use social media for like a living, whether you're an influencer or whatever it is, or if you're like running a real estate business or really any type of business at all, you need to be posting on Reels, and I'm going to be pretty consistently. So if you need any inspiration of what you should be posting on a consistent basis, go ahead and follow me, Aaron_real estate on Instagram. So little shameless plug here. Okay, so that's how to actually use the filming feature itself. Now I just wanna show you guys how to find the UI, how to navigate it and things like that. So of course you're most prepared when you go out and implement these tips and strategies. So open up your app, go down to the little search button at the bottom left, the magnifying glass, and front and center, as you can see, is Reels. So again, I can't stress this enough. If you are not creating these on a daily basis, you should start doing it, put it into your strategy if you're serious of your growth on Instagram, because this is gonna make it so much easier for you, because they don't release features like this as that frequently. So with that being said, you can scroll through here, you can see every big thing that's on here is the Reels feature. So if we click Reels, we basically just transported it into TikTok, if I'm being completely honest, because now we can scroll through and we can see it's exactly the same as it would be TikTok. You can scroll through and see the different people that are posting. So let's just say on this tomato little video right here, down at the bottom, we can see the person, this is featured, we have the likes, we have the comments, we have the shares, all that kind of stuff. And at the bottom right, you can see how many likes, how many comments, and when we click that, we can see how many plays. So this has 5 million plays, guys. 5 million plays. Look at this. Because it's featured, he has 202,000 followers, but 5 million plays because he got featured on the app. So again, the more that you're posting, the more likely it is to get featured, and you're just gonna absolutely explode because Instagram's showing this to everybody, right? So the cool part about this too is if I go back to mine and I look at my profile, is I only have like 2,000 followers, and a lot of them are super inactive. But I have 462 plays, which is, pretty good amount of plays if you ask me for 2,000 followers, right? That's 1/4 of my followers. Only 19 likes, but the interesting thing is I noticed that like a lot of those likes that came through, they really, these are people that I haven't even talked to in years. So what Instagram's doing is literally throwing out to everybody on my follower list. It's throwing it out there and making sure that everybody sees it and they're like, hey, we wanna get everybody on this new feature. So sorry to beat a dead horse, let's jump into actionable tips. Okay, so I know the first part of the video was a lot longer than I really expected it to be. I didn't think it was gonna be that hard to teach it, but I wanted to make sure to go through every single feature so you guys can use it the most effectively and you don't have to go watch 19 other videos. You can get everything in this one. But I'm gonna break down 3 really quick tips for you guys to make sure that you are going out, you are implementing and seeing the most success with this new feature when it's bright and early, when it's fresh. That bright and early, that doesn't even make sense. But let's just jump into the tips really quickly. So tip number 1, and this is gonna be the most obvious, but I feel like I have to say it, is just do it. As cliche, as generic as that sounds, I know that it's really easy to overthink things. It's really easy to say, oh, well, that filter didn't look the best, or, I don't look the best today, or blah, 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 blah. But every single day that you wait and don't post and don't implement this feature, you are going to fall behind and you're not gonna be able to reap as much benefits as if you were to just be consistent, not even every single day, maybe just a couple times a week. Now, like I said, before, another shameless plug, if you want ideas of how, I'm gonna be implementing it, go over to my Instagram, follow me, Aaron_real estate. You're gonna see how consistent I'm going to be. Hold me to it. If you go over to my profile and I'm not being consistent, yell at me on this video down in the comments below. So that's gonna be the first tip overall. Now, the second thing that I definitely recommend, if you don't go through and follow me, go through and search hashtags. Let's say whatever industry you're in, let's say you're in a marketing agency or you're a real estate agent, whatever it is, search hashtag real estate marketing, hashtag digital marketing, hashtag painting, hashtag art, whatever industry, whatever audience you're trying to attract, go through and search those different types of audiences, search up the type of content that they're creating, and then just take those as inspiration. Of course, I don't ever recommend to straight up just like copy and paste, copy somebody else, but I'll be honest, it's hard to come up with ideas sometimes. So being able to use inspiration from other people, even go through TikTok, go to TikTok, see some hashtags and some things that are working really, really well for those industries, and then just bring it over, make it your own, make your little spin on it, and then post it. Because if it's working over on TikTok and it's working on Instagram for that specific hashtag, then why recreate the wheel, right? Take what's there, make it better, do it better, put your spin on it, add some personality, and bada bang, bada boom, post it up on Reels. And the last little tip that I have for you guys is make sure that you are promoting everywhere. So for example, on Instagram, because it's pushing the feature so much, is you're gonna want to keep it up on your profile. You're gonna wanna post it up to your stories. You want to really put it in all the different places. Heck, put it up on Facebook if you wanted to. Make a Facebook video saying, hey, I just made a Reels account. I'm gonna be posting really consistently, whatever that value is to your ideal client, your potential audience. Let them know, hey, I'm gonna be posting really consistently over on Reels, just kind of like I did earlier in this video of, hey, follow me on Instagram. I'm gonna be posting a lot of content there and it's gonna help a lot of you guys out. So you guys are probably gonna go follow me on Instagram, right? Figure out what that value and what that content is for your specific audience, and then let them know where they can find you. A little more on the technical side in the app as we were going through, definitely watch back through this video, is you'll see that there was an opportunity to actually add the specific Reels to your story as well. So when you go ahead and do that, again, you want to promote to the audience that you already have there on Instagram that you are posting on your Reels. They can go to your profile. As they're scrolling down, they can see that on there. And then of course, as long as you're using the right hashtags, as long as you're using the right keywords and the types of content that are gonna grab attention and keep people there for a long time, then again, Instagram is gonna reward you. They want to keep people on their app. They want them to do their new features. And by following everything in this video, you're doing all those things. You're keeping them there longer and you're getting them to interact with the new UI, with the new platform, with Instagram Reels, and it becomes a really nice synergy that works well together. So, whew, that was a mouthful. And that is going to do it for today's video, guys. Now, if you're excited about Instagram Reels, let me know down in the comments below. Are you gonna be putting some of these strategies into place? And also let me know if you think this is just a terrible version of TikTok and it's not gonna succeed at all. Let me know down in the comments as well. Also click the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed to the channel, and the notification bell right next to that to get notified every single time we do upload a new video here on the channel. We're gonna be a whole lot more active here over the next weeks and months. And then of course, click the like button just so that, I mean, there's probably other people that are confused about this app as well. And yeah, it'll probably help them out too. So anyway, guys, my name is Aaron from the Real Estate Marketing Guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Make sure to subscribe for all the latest tips, tricks, updates, and everything you need to know about marketing, real estate, branding, sales, all that kind of stuff. Okay, this is getting too long. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you next time. Peace.